Welcome back, and prepare to be bedazzled, because today we're going to be shedding light on what is rage applying. So, what is rage applying, you may ask? Without further ado, without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now. Rage applying is a term that does not denote that a real private sector employee is content with retaining his real private sector employee job based on voluntary demand for a prolonged period of time, but rather is the term that denotes that a real private sector employee is in the midst of applying to additional employee jobs with the aim to change the real private sector employee job based on voluntary demand that he works. Rage applying is a term that does not denote that a real private sector employee is content with retaining his real private sector job based on voluntary demand for a prolonged period of time, but rather is a term that denotes that a real private sector employee is in the midst of applying to additional employee jobs with the aim to change the real private sector employee job based on voluntary demand that he works. When a real private sector employee is rage applying to more employee jobs with the aim of changing the real private sector employee job based on voluntary demand that he works, he is often metaphorically imbued with writhing rage while doing so. A real private sector employee partakes in rage applying by profusely applying to more real private sector jobs based on voluntary demand when he has the time to do so, such as during time periods after his shifts elapse, before his shifts commence, and on his days off. A real private sector employee is able to partake in rage applying by applying to hundreds or thousands of real private sector jobs based on voluntary demand on a monthly basis. A real private sector employee can also utilize instant apply options on job search websites to be able to expeditiously apply to real private sector employee jobs based on voluntary demand throughout a rage applying to other job session. I hope that you deem this video to be riveting, captivating, mesmerizing, insightful, engrossing, and informative. Have a blissful day. Goodbye.